Yes, guys, we're back for the episode 17 of the Fulham career mode. In today's episode, we've got 4 big games. We've got, well, after the last episode, didn't do very well, did we? But yeah, we've got Burnley away, we've got Everton at home, then we've got an away game against Middlesbrough at the Riverside, and then an away game against Liverpool at Anfield. So without further ado, we're going to the first game of the episode. A very, very difficult tie, I would say. We're at Turf Moor, and it's against Burnley, and honestly, they're such a difficult team to play against on FIFA and in real life. I don't know if they play a 5-back, but I know they play really defensive, and it's just not always enjoyable to play against them big buggers up front. Ashley Barnes and who is it? Chris Wood. Honestly, absolute nightmares. But we have got Adebayo in for the height and Tanganga for his speed. So we'll see how we get on in a very, very difficult game. But early on, they did start Vidra, in fact. And Vidra does score straight away. This is the problem I'm finding with Rodak. Sometimes he forgets to use his hands, and I'm pretty sure that's what he needs to do. I mean, it's a good finish by Vidra, but he's quite a distance out. I know I bring Rodak out, it makes it easier, but still a bit poor from Slovakian number one. But as we go through in the 40th minute, Mella gets tackled. He wins the ball back against Connor Roberts. We'll be very disappointed with that. So will Nick Pope, and we do go 1-1. The young Frank Lampard does manage to score a very, very nice goal indeed. But as you can see on the replay, it's a bit fortunate. Connor Roberts does tackle him there and the ball ricochets back to him, but what are you going to do? It just happens, doesn't it, sometimes? Luck does balance itself out eventually. 2 goals in 17, not quite Frank Lampard numbers, but still 1-1. But look at that from a save from Rodak. Absolutely phenomenal goalkeeping. He's all right, and he's all right. He's not great, but he's all right, as Burnley put the header wide of the goal. But Mella goes through again, plays the ball to Big Mitro, who tries to score, and look at that from a save from Pope. Oh man, what a goalkeeper Pope is, in real life and on FIFA. But we do manage to get a breakthrough because we do bring Mitrovic off there, and Sadiq from the throw-in scores a fantastic goal on the turn. Absolutely turns the defender like he's not even there, like he's a load of smoke. Harrison Reed plays a nice ball into Zambo. It's an easy, easy goal for Sadiq. A striker of his calibre is always going to score that, isn't he? But yeah, we do go 2-1. Have another chance towards the end of the game. Sadiq again, he chips Pope, and that's a really, really good save. I probably shouldn't have tried to chip him since he's 6'7". He's like a giant, so should have probably scored that, but still not that bad. We do cross the ball, and we try and win the header with Sadiq, and he manages just to put it wide. Very, very unfortunate. But then in the 93rd minute, Burnley pick up the ball. Kamara plays a slided through ball to Radonic. I don't have a clue how to say his name. And it's just disappointing, isn't it? They do score again. Make it 2-0 in the last minute. That's the first time it's happened in such a significant game. This could have been an easy 3 points, a nice 3 points at Turf Moor. And we throw it away towards the end of the game. So it's disappointing, but Pope did sort of keep them in the game, I'd say. He made 2 or 3 really good saves. I know Rodak made a good save to his corner, but still, I feel like if we had a goalkeeper like Pope, we'd definitely be higher in the league than we are. But nonetheless, the morale of the team really dropped after that game. That last minute equaliser really, really shifted the morale of the team. And I mean, I don't want to say it every game because I didn't want to be negative, but we literally let teams play all the time. I don't know how we do it, but like Vidra, we let him play. He's not a good footballer. Like, he's good on the ball, but that's it. He turns up for about 3 games a season, a bit like Adama Traore. So it was disappointing, but we do go into the game at Craven Cottage with the new team on the screen. Joe Bryan comes in at right back. Guardiola comes in at left back. I didn't even say his name at all then. Chalobah comes in at holding midfield. Kennedy and Demir come in as the wingers. And then Mitrovic and Sadiq lead the line with Cavani on the bench along with Antonio Blanco. So early in the game in the 6th minute, Everton pick up the ball. I hate Rondon. I know someone who's played against him before, and he says he's an absolute nightmare. And honestly, in this game, he was horrendous to play against. Absolutely horrendous to play against. He's so strong on the ball, manages to hold up the ball very well, plays the ball through the defender's ankles, and Puadu puts a good finish in. I mean, Rodak's not saving that, is he? The Espanyol man does manage to score. I mean, we do go straight from kickoff. In the 24th minute, Sadiq picks up the ball. Look at this from Keane. What is he doing? And Pickford, obviously, he's only got little arms, so he couldn't quite save that one. Shouldn't really be saying that because I'm interested in him in transfer window, but Sadiq does score. It's a good finish. They do the Richarlison to mock Richarlison because we all hate Richarlison on the channel. A good finish from Sadiq. Very nice goal. By the way, we only hate Richarlison because I think he's quite a dirty player. He's a good footballer. I mean, Sigurdsson shouldn't really be playing, should he? I don't know why he's still in game, but he does play the through ball. It's a very good save from Rodak as we see an actual proper animation of a manager in Benitez, and they do get a corner. But is Sigurdsson taking the corner? Should I say his name? I don't know. I've already said it enough. I'm not editing that out. as the half-time whistle does go. In the 58th minute, Mitrovic has a really good effort on goal, saved by Pickford. Good save from the small goalkeeper, and Everton do get away with it. But look at this from Damari Gray. How in the hell does he score from there? If we had any goalkeeper on the game other than Rodak, I feel like they'd have saved it. Honestly, like I say, Pickford's 6'4" and he's not very tall. But, I mean, Rodak's 6'4" and he couldn't save that. I just don't know. I think it's more the keeper there. But in the 79th minute, we go again. Even Cavallero forces a fantastic save from Pickford. And I'm not sure about this animation here. It's really funny, to be fair. It absolutely thumps him in the head. It's such a weird animation save. I can't help but laugh every time I see it. I mean, he doesn't need to use his little arms there, does he really? But I mean, we still are 2-1 down, but from the following corner, Demir chips the ball in, tries to find Sadiq, and he scores. It comes off the defender. It's classed as an own goal, which is really disappointing, but still, he does score, and big Umar Sadiq manages to make it 2-2. It's a very, very good header in it, let's be honest. Very good goal by big Sadiq, which, I mean, it's just so unfortunate it doesn't count his goal, because it's clearly going in. It's very clearly going in. It's classed as a Mata own goal. Clinton Mata, the Club Brugge defender, but it's disappointing. But we do get the draw, and it's not bad against a good team like Everton. Everton are a lot higher than us in the league, and they're a good team in real life, a good team to watch under Benitez. They do play some nice football, even if they are playing Sigurdsson in midfield. But I mean, as I said, not bad. Press conference sort of reflects. I only show the press conferences so I can see the morale of the team every game. And it improved after that game. I mean, we dropped points against Burnley, but we have picked up a point against Everton, I'd say, because we're not really expected to beat them. But still, a good result. And we do go to the Riverside for the third game of the episode. Such a nice stadium, the Riverside. Look at it. It's nicely cordoned off. Just lovely. Everything's sectioned nice. But yeah, difficult game this. And, I mean, they're a good team, aren't they, Middlesbrough? They're a good team. I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm listening to this as I'm recording it, and I don't know where the audio went for the first 10 seconds of that. I think the fans just didn't fancy saying anything. As they do it again, it's literally happening again. But, I mean, the team on your screen is the one we see. Sambo comes back in central midfield, and Kennedy's giving the team talk, the 18-year-old. You can see why in the 28th minute he plays a lovely ball through to the veteran Cavani, who has his shot saved. I mean, Cavani's old enough to be Kennedy's dad, isn't he, to be honest? He might be. He might be for all we know. But Middlesbrough do get where we want. But in the 30th minute, as they still attack, still keep the ball, Robinson should have really intercepted that. I mean, I don't even say, oh, it's unfortunate to blame keeper there, but should he be saving that? I feel like he should be doing better with it, because he's nowhere near it on the replay of the animation. He sort of just like flicks his arm down. And I'm not sure what it is, but it's poor goalkeeping from Rodak. I'm not expecting him to save it, but just do a little bit better with it. We do go 1-0 down against a team or lower than us in the league, and that is really bad. In the 43rd, Mitrovic, what's he going to do? He's going to score, isn't he? Absolutely fantastic header from the big Mitro. And he just put us back in the game as he does his little embarrassing celebration. And we do manage to get a 1-1 half-time draw. I mean, it's not bad at half-time, is it? We've got plenty of the game to go. But in the 57th minute, we crossed the ball into... Look at that. Big Cavani, the veteran striker, topped and paired with Mitrovic this game. Does the Suarez celebration. It's an absolutely phenomenal goal from Edinson Cavani. Look at that. Good ball from Mella. That's what Mella's good at, though, to be fair. He's not a goal scorer, really. He's more of an assist machine. And it's a very good header from Cavani. In the 61st minute, Mitrovic gets past his defender really easily there and hits the crossbar. It's so unfortunate. He does so well, and his finish has just not been quite up to what it was last season. But then Middlesbrough get a corner. We try and clear it out, and look at this from the defender. Oh my God, if that went in. Tanganga does a really good block, but what an effort that was. It's a shame there were no replay, because that was absolutely insane. Mitrovic makes it through on, but I just want to say with that effort from the defender, I think it was Zixtil. I can't pronounce his name, I'm not Dutch, but fantastic effort, and it was just unfortunate. I wanted it to go in, to be honest. I wanted it to go in. But Mitrovic does make the Middlesbrough defender pay there with a poor bit of defending in the 80th minute to make it 3-1. And yeah, happy days. We've basically won the game at this point. It's just been confirmed by Mitrovic scoring again. I say it's a good goal, isn't it? It's a good header. The captain, is he back? I think he's back. We were asking about it last episode, and I think he's back for sure this time. It's a very, very good header from Mitrovic. And the keeper's got no chance at his front post. I know you say they shouldn't be beating at the front post, but I feel like that one was a bit more cut and dry. And we do win the game 4-1. Very nice result. And in the press conference, just praising Mitrovic, really, because why wouldn't you after another hat-trick? I mean, I don't know how many that is. I think it's his second of the season in the league, and he's just a fantastic player, isn't he? I mean, I'd give him a bigger contract, but I know I've already slated him this season, so I feel like he might be a bit annoyed with me. So probably leave that one out a little bit. But we do go into the final game of the episode, and it does focus on Mitrovic to start off with and Harry Wilson. Wilson against his former club, Liverpool. I mean, he's played so many former clubs this series because he's been on loan a lot. But yeah, we do go into the Anfield Stadium. I mean, it's a beautiful stadium, This is the nicest stadium in the league in fact, apart from the Cottage, it's the nicest stadium. We've got the famous "This is Anfield" sign. I don't normally show this, but I thought it's too good to not show because I didn't realise all these animations are actually in the game. All the players walking down the tunnel, Mitrovic and Henderson, the respective captains. Henderson touching the Anfield sign. It's just so good, so much good detail. So did Konate there, I believe it was. Or, I think it was Konate. Whoever's playing centre-back for Liverpool, it was because he's a tall guy. We see the team, we've got Rodak in goal, we've got Brian at right-back, he's fantastic, and Tanganga, Gavardiol and Robinson as the defence. Sessegnon and Anguissa as the midfield, with Wilson, Mellor as the attacking midfielders. And then Sadiq and Mitrovic as the strikers, a bit of pace and power as the strike force. So it's a good team we've got. Very good team. And we see Anguissa giving the team talk. Was that Zambo giving the team talk? I believe it might have been Mellor giving the team talk. But we see the early animations and I can't wait for this game. Fantastic opposition, Liverpool. Probably the best pressing team in the world. Very, very difficult game this is going to be as we focus on Sadiq, the danger man. And we do kick off live from Anfield for the probably biggest game of the season so far. I know you might say, oh, they're going to batter you. Still a big game. As Rodak makes an early save from Mane. I mean, that's what I mean. He's good at shot stopping, but like from one-on-ones, he's not the best. As we see again, another good save from Rodak. We just see Rodak making early saves. He is a very good goalkeeper. But Mellor releases Wilson down the left, crosses the ball in, and who's there? Alexander Mitrovic to put us 1-0 up against the Premier League champions of 2 years ago. What a good start to the game we've got. It's good play from Mellor and Wilson, and he crosses the ball in very nicely here and save that Alisson. To be fair, I'm actually upset they don't have his porno tash on it because that was such a good look. As we do go into the first half of the 1-0 margin, we're in front, and not bad. But in the 52nd minute, Liverpool go on the offensive. Minamino picks up the ball, plays it into Henderson, and the captain scores. You don't usually say that, especially for England. It's a good little move from Liverpool, to be honest. Down the right, Minamino plays the ball into Henderson, and Rodak's got no chance with that as they make it 1-1. But here we have Salah picking up the ball, plays it to Firmino, who hits one from there, and it's another good save from Rodak on Firmino's 4-star weak foot. We have to bring on Dembele because the team is getting tired. This high press of Liverpool is horrible to play against. We lost them earlier in the season. We were very unfortunate too, but this time we feel a bit different. We feel like we can nick some points off them. But in the 70th minute, as they cross the ball and get the double corner, Correa loses his man, and it's very, very poor defending from us. Not much I could do about it personally because you can't change players very well on this FIFA or any FIFA. But I mean, he escapes his man Gavardiol, and it's poor defending from the big Croatian. In the 78th minute, Mellor goes through on goal against Alisson and Trent, and he scores. He always gives Trent a nightmare. Trent, the one who can't defend even though he can. Gets absolutely done for Mellor's pace. In behind, good finish. The high line of Liverpool can't deal with it, and Alisson probably should save it, but he doesn't, so it doesn't really matter. In the 94th minute, nearly heartbreak as Rodak makes a very good save. That's just why I don't want to get rid of him though, because I think he's good in key moments. Obviously, he considered the last-minute goal of the game, but he saved us there. And we do manage to clear the ball out, and the whistle goes as we bring back to Craven Cottage a really hard-fought 2-2 draw. Probably the best result of the season so far. I know we beat Arsenal 3-1, but they're a mid-table team at best, aren't they, to be honest? And really, really happy with that result. Press conference, very, very positive. We haven't lost at all this episode, which is something I've not said since the Championship. I went on like an 11-game unbeaten streak. I mean, 4 in a row unbeaten, and I'm just really happy with the boys. They've done really well. They pressed really well. They scored fantastically. Mitrovic, he's definitely back. He's definitely back. Absolutely marvellous play from Mitrovic as per. But after the game, Zamboanguissa wasn't happy he got subbed off. But I mean, he's not got no fitness. Don't know what he expects me to do, but we do remain 14th in the league, near Arsenal. Look, I said mid-table team. And we do see Mitrovic rise to second in the top scoring charts. But after today's very positive results, I know we drew against Burnley, but we drew against Everton and Liverpool as well, so not bad. In the next episode, we have games against Wolves at home. We have an away game in the Cup against Wednesday, an away game against Southampton, and a home game against West Ham, and possibly an away game at the Emirates. But I really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.